people? How y'all doing today? This is Caleb Johnson again. On my way to go pick up my girlfriend Kiana from work right now. Probably gonna go hit up the facility later on today. Actually, right now I'm doing a documentary I'm documenting 6 months of my life, of really 6 months of what it's like to be an Indy ball player during the off season. Yeah, that's my dog Snow in the background right there. Yeah, she's a spoiled little thing. But sorry about the setup I have right now. I might be going bouncing and all that. Some of these roads suck, so apologize for that in advance. But anyway, from that, let me get these windows up. One of the things that I really want to talk about, really, is accountability. One of the main things that people don't really talk much about, or what they pride themselves on, is being accountable for things. And that doesn't make any sense, you know? We always have to hold ourselves accountable, and people who we trust and the people that mean a lot to us, we have to hold them accountable for things. It's the same thing when you want somebody to hold you accountable for what you promise that you're going to do. One of those people that I love and I'm happy to have in my life is Kiana. Whatever goal that I make, because that's something that we do, that we personally do. We put up, well, I personally put up, and she does too. We put up a calendar and a checklist of things that we want to do either throughout the week or the month or possibly the quarter. And I want us to get to a year for this. And the reason why we're doing it like that is so that we hold ourselves accountable for stuff. If we forget something that's on that list, then if we say we get upset with each other because we didn't know something was supposed to be, we didn't know something was supposed to happen, whichever day it was, you know what I would do? Because sometimes that's usually me. She rarely forgets anything because she looks at that religiously. But sometimes it's me, and I would get upset, and she would get upset with me, wondering why I'm getting upset. And now look, I was like, man, it's on the list. It's on the calendar. Oh, man. So I hold myself accountable for that. Say if I got upset with her about something, I'm saying you never told me about that or whichever. She'll tell me, look at the calendar, look at the list. It's on there. And me, I'm thinking, no, it's not. Now look, I'm like, oh shit. It is on the list. It is on the calendar. And because of that, I'm like, well, shit, okay. I guess that means that you're right, which is fine. And I have to pay more attention to that. The same thing goes with baseball. While you're training, while you're staying humble, and while you're investing in yourself, you have to understand that you have to find somebody to hold you accountable for stuff. It's the same thing when you make a checklist about shit. So think of it this way. If you can't find somebody that you trust to hold yourself accountable for stuff, have yourself a checklist. Put it everywhere. Not just somewhere. Put it everywhere. Wherever you walk into the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the living room, in your spouse's room, your mom's room, parents' room, child's room, in your car. If you have your own cage, put it on the cage. If you have a dry erase board, write that stuff down. When you're able to do those type of things, you're going to constantly see this stuff. You're going to constantly see this stuff, right? And when you constantly see things like this, hold up real quick, so this doesn't go off and stuff. And when you constantly see things like this, you're going to be able to do those things that you wrote down. Do those things. You're going to remember these stuff. Yeah, that was Stone. She's just trying to get comfortable. But you're going to start remembering this type of stuff. And once you start remembering this type of stuff, you're going to start succeeding a lot more and more consistently. I mean, that's all baseball is about. That's all life is about. Being consistent. When you're consistent with everything, consistent with waking up in the morning, working out, going to work, crushing your workout. Shoot, even crushing breakfast, having a good breakfast before you work out or even after you work out, and then you go to work. And then after work, I know you're tired. You don't want to do it anymore. You want to go rest, you want to go sleep, you want to go drink, you want to go smoke, whatever you want to do. But for you to get to that next step, you are going to have to stay more consistent in what you're doing through your everyday life. So after you come home from work, you go train, you go run, you go throw, you go hit, you do all of that. And while you're doing all of that, you're going to start seeing that things are going to start to be sharper with your hitting, with your throwing, with your running, even with your workouts. And while you're doing this and you have that mind state with that, not even just mind state, that mindset and that type of stuff, you're going to see like, man, this really is happening. Stuff's really going well for me right now. Yes, it will. It's not if it will. No, it will. Because that's what happens. Whoever you pray to, even if you believe in God or gods, just understand that even having that faith from that, they will reward you through that. I'm telling you this. That's how life is. Unless you've done a lot of bad shit in your life, then that's just karma. Realistically, that's just karma. But even from that, okay? Even from that, that's where you have to understand that everything will work out in the end. Because you're holding yourself accountable for things. You're holding yourself accountable to get things done. And if you're able to have a partner, a friend, spouse to hold you accountable to those things, then there's nothing that you can't conquer. And then, after that, it comes just the mind games for things. But just understand, when you're able to do stuff and hold yourself accountable, have somebody hold you accountable for things, what else can anybody else tell you? Because you're doing what you need to do. You're doing what you're supposed to do. When you do that, nobody can beat you. And that's just something that I've known, because I hold myself accountable to a lot of things. And even when you do bad, even when you know that you messed up in some shit, when you know that you fucked up on some things, it's better to acknowledge those things, because you're holding yourself accountable, right? We're holding ourselves accountable, right? So when you're able to acknowledge the things that you did that are wrong, you're able to acknowledge that you actually did do wrong, that's a big step, just showing, first, your maturity in things, and second, is showing that humbleness and stuff. See, we're going back to some of the other videos I did. Alright? That's all it is. We're going back to some of the other videos I did, right? Being able to humble yourself in situations where your pride wants to take over, that is a big thing of keeping yourself accountable for things. Because you're keeping yourself in check. When you're not that person, if you're not that bonus baby out there, first to 10th round draft pick, or even just a draft pick, all in all, you can't say shit. Are you getting in my video, baby? But seriously, you can't say shit. And it sucks, man. Sometimes when you think that you are so good at all of this stuff, other people will humble you real quick. But again, those people that humble you real quick, but they're also willing to help you, those are also people that are holding you accountable for your actions. When you're held accountable for your actions, then it's going to be a better thing for that type of stuff. You understand, right? So, just understand that, okay? Well, this is episode 3 of my videos of just talking about what you want to do for an indie ball player. Just giving out some knowledge to the guys out there. And from that, y'all need to like and subscribe my stuff, okay? Like and subscribe. Go to That Indie Ball Guy on YouTube. And follow me on Instagram, blackstar_baller. That's my Instagram handle right there. And also check out my other video. It's going to be a 26-week, 6-month journey into my life as an indie ball player. You're gonna see snippets of my episodes on the through each week, so that y'all can just check some of that type of stuff out. But go check them out. And remember, people, stay humble, invest in yourself, and hold yourself accountable to all this stuff. All right. Again, that indie ball guy on Instagram, like and subscribe, and blackstar_baller on Instagram. Actually, YouTube is that indie ball guy. You know what I mean. Like, subscribe that, all right? Go check out my stuff, y'all crazy kids. Holla at me.
Johnson strokes one.
Hit that bitch from the back and I let her wash. Held her out on the couch with the yellow top. I done shot till I drop it, Da Vinci. Been on top since I dropped in the bin.